Hello, I'm Alyssa Ardhya speaking to you on behalf of the IB Digital Squad at the University of Central Florida. I'm joined today by a special guest from Tom James Company. We're going to talk a little bit about the company and some of the things that they are looking for in a job applicant. So without further ado, I am pleased to introduce Mr. Almeda from Tom James Company.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. So please tell us a little bit about your company and what is it that you do there?
Yeah, so our company is called Tom James. We're founded from Nashville, Tennessee. So we're actually the largest custom clothing company in the world. So right now I am a partner and outside field rep for the company. So I'm a image consultant. So pretty much what our role is. So we meet with our clients and we make custom clothing for them. So everything from casual like jeans, pants, shirts, all the way to suits, sport coats, ties, stuff like that.
Oh, wow, great. And so let's start with this question. When you're
Yeah.
looking at a prospective employee's resume, what are some specific skills that Tom James Company looks for in hiring candidates?
Yeah, absolutely. So the role itself, so we look for a lot of entrepreneur-minded people. So at the end of the day, yes, our product is clothing, but the role itself is a sales role. So we look for a lot of people with sales background, a lot of people with high work ethic, have integrity, have that business building mentality that are really looking forward to coming in, building their business, managing the way they want it, and pretty much selling. So a lot of sales, a lot of marketing. There could be finance involved in regards to the running the business part of things, but for the most part, people just have a lot of sales background.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. And what are some other things you look for when determining that an interview is warranted?
So great question. So our job is very simple, but it's not easy, right? Like our job is literally pick up the phone, book the appointment, meet with the client, sell the client, get paid. Um, the hard part is, for the most part, is the mentality part of our job. Getting rejected, being told no, an order being canceled, people not buying. Uh, like any sales role, you're gonna deal with all of that. So we look for a lot of people that have that work ethic and drive that kind of motivates them to get through those hard times, but also the integrity to work hard and fulfill their vision or hit their goals and stuff like that. Now, on the other side, in regards to the the business building side, I guess, we look for a lot of people that are coachable. We understand that sales isn't easy, but our motto is that we build people and people build a business. Again, the sales part, it can be taught. The mental part, that's something that we work on together to make sure that we build you up as a professional and personally. So we look for someone who's very coachable, who is open to different ideas, who really wants to enhance their life, but also be guided while doing so.
Right. And I assume you're looking at resumes, but would you go to a platform like LinkedIn to find people with that skill?
Yeah.
If so, how important is the LinkedIn process? I mean, is LinkedIn in the
So
process?
for the most part, LinkedIn is I do look at LinkedIn. I'll be very transparent though. I'm more of a relationship building type professional recruiter. I A resume is great. It shows your past experiences. LinkedIn is great. It shows your past experiences. But I think LinkedIn should be used more for the networking part of it, not necessarily just building up your profile. I think LinkedIn is ideal to build strong relationships, to network, to get to know the employer you're working with. Not necessarily just like, okay, cool, I had this achievement, which is amazing. Please, like, promote it. I think that's great. But I think it should be more to reach out and build relationships rather than just post your past experiences. So when I do that, if I find somebody on LinkedIn or somebody finds me, I would encourage them to be more interactive with me, commenting on my posts, messaging me saying, "Hey, I want to learn more," rather than just like applying or reaching out saying, "I'm interested," and not hearing back from me ever again. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, good to know then. And how helpful is it for a job candidate's chances to get hired to have at least one internship on their resume?
Again, it's ideal, right? We we
Mhm.
we want we want people with a background in it. But at the end of the day, it we don't really, I guess, care that much to an extent. of what your past experiences are. Now, of course, our job is a sales role, but we have people from past majors that like one sometimes didn't even graduate from college, and two finance majors, psychology major. We have a poli-sci major who's doing very, very well. Engineering majors. So literally people that not necessarily have the background or the past experience, but again, have that work ethic, have that drive to really build, their business. So although past experiences may help, especially in sales, right? Like if you have a past sales jobs where you cold call all the time, that's going to be super simple when you're calling with Tom James. It's again, I still think it's more of the relationship that you build with the clients or with Tom James that would give you a better chance of getting hired.
Great. So when a prospective employee does an interview there, is there anything you would recommend them do or not do to distinguish themselves in a good way?
Great question. And I'm going to circle it back up again on the relationship part. If you're interested in a position, recommend reaching out to your desired office of choice. So if it's Orlando, reach out to me, reach out to, there's 12 of us in Orlando. We're literally hiring all over the world, and especially all over the states. So even if it's a desired office that we have in another state, find somebody that works there, reach out to them, build that relationship with them, show your interest, learn more, do some research on the company. We have a lot of information on our website. We do have webinars that we do at least 2 to 3 times a month where we invite a lot of candidates to join us. And it's pretty much all info sessions talking about the opportunity, talking about the how to be successful at Tom James, what you can achieve at Tom James, our motto, and stuff like that. So I just think it's just staying interactive with the employer.
Right. Great. And finally, I know you're a UCF alumni, and are there any advice you'd like to share with students in terms of getting a start on their career?
Yeah, I would say take advantage of everything that you're given to at UCF. One, you guys spend a lot of money to be at UCF. But two, UCF or any other colleges really do offer a lot of opportunities for students to land their dream job. You got to take advantage of them. You have to network the crap out of UCF. Students, I always say that students are cute and cuddly right now, right? Because they have the student title. Employers are open to talking to them. Employers are open to mentoring. Employers are open to really growing students to become the young professionals that they should be, right? So take advantage of any programs that are involved. I was part of Delta Sigma Pi, the business fraternity, and I was also part of the professional selling program. And then I was also part of the sales club. I was also part of American Marketing Association. So all of those things combined together really gave me that exposure to one, grow professionally, gain certain skills, and two, get me in front of people that, at the end of the day, landed me this dream job of mine. So get involved, talk to professors, talk to employers, build good relationships and network. And I promise you, you'll land any dream job that you set your mind to.
That's great. Well, thanks for the advice. And
Absolutely.
Okay, that should conclude the interview. Thanks again for being here, Mr. Almeda.
Thank you. It means a lot. I appreciate the opportunity.